What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I have some great news for you. Operation Hydra has been released for CSGO. It has been a year or a little bit more since Operation Wildfire, which was the last operation in Counter-Strike, and now we get the new one. There's a lot of new content involved. I'm going to share with you guys everything that's in this. You guys are going to really like this operation. I'm going to show you guys all the skins that are in this operation. Some of them are pretty cool, some of them are but that's what you get with every new skin release. So let's get right into it. So first of all, to access most of the stuff that's in this operation, you are going to have to buy the $5.99 All Access Pass, but don't worry, if you can't buy it, you still get to play and experience all of the stuff. I'm not sure if you get to play the campaign missions, the Guardian co-op missions without the access pass. I think you can play it as long as just one, whoever you're queuing with has it. I know my friend didn't buy it, I bought it, and he was able to play with me. They're really fun. There's some, insane challenges. One was you had to get 5 kills with a fire nade. That one sucked, I'll be 100% honest with you. It's a lot harder to get bots to sit in a fire nade than you think. But there's a whole bunch of different game modes. You have the Hydra events. There's 3 different events right now. The first one that's going on right now is War Games. You guys are actually seeing footage from War Games right now. You have the heavy one. The first one is the heavy assault suit. It's basically casual, but you get to buy this heavy assault suit. It just gives you, I believe, 150 or 200 armor. It doesn't make you invincible, but it's definitely an interesting, strategy, I guess. It's going to make, you're going to have to be a little more careful if you see one of these guys and aim for the head. Speaking of which, the next mode, headshots only. You got to practice your aim in a headshots only deathmatch. It's pretty cool. I don't really like it. I tried it. The way that they made it is so that everything that is a headshot instantly kills you. So it's not just an AK, M4A4s, USPs, anything instant headshots you. And so what you end up having a lot is people running around with P90s or Negevs or, USPs and just running around and they can insta-kill you. But if you're using a rifle, you still have to aim for their head. So I'm not the biggest fan of the headshots only one, but if you're too afraid to hop into a free-for-all, headshot only or headshot only community server, this is definitely a way to get introduced to it. Next one is Hunters and Gatherers. There's going to be some footage of that in a bit, guys. It's basically deathmatch, but every kill that you get drops a dog tag. If you guys have ever played Call of Duty, this was a game mode in there. You basically have to try to collect enemy tags and recover your own team's dog tags. You can even recover your own dog tags. So try not to die. Try to collect as many as you can. The next one, the next game mode that you're seeing right now is Stab, Stab, Zap. Basically what it is you have a knife and a recharging Zeus. And it's the counter-terrorists versus the terrorists. Terrorists have to try to plant. You can still buy nades. Those are a big factor. I think this one is pretty fun, but it's a little kind of bit boring and a little frustrating if you have to use your Zeus and somebody else can just run up to you and Zeus them. But I think it's fun. I think it's interesting. You kind of have to think about it. You can't just rush in and waste your Zeus. You really have to plan for it. The next game mode in that is the Flying Scoutsman. This has been a big kind of community game mode for a while, and Valve has finally made it official. Basically, it's lower gravity. You essentially fly around, and the scout is super accurate. Pretty fun. I enjoy it. I think you guys should try it out. I mean, it's been a fan favorite for a reason. And the next one is Trigger Discipline. And for that one, you take damage for every shot you miss, which means you do not want to get a P90 and start spraying. You want to buy a rifle, a deagle, a pistol, and you want to make sure that every shot hits. Which I haven't played yet, but I don't have 100% hit accuracy, so, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how even I do with it. Another game mode which I'm personally really looking forward to is Wingman. It's 2v2 best of 16, so it's basically a 2v2 competitive game where you have to defend and attack a single bomb site. In addition to Wingman, there's also a ranking mode for it. I don't know if there's specific ranks for it, but I know that there's going to be a leaderboard, and I know that you can climb it, which is going to be super fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Additionally, the last one is Weapons Expert. It's a 5v5 best of 30. But here's the thing is that once you buy a weapon, you can't buy it again for the rest of the match. So you have to get weapons off enemies once you go through, all the good ones. I mean, eventually you're going to have people running around with dual Berettas, Negevs, M249s. I mean, it's going to be really interesting. I think you're going to have to hold on to your AK as long as you can. Haven't had the chance to play that one either, but it looks pretty cool. Alright, so additionally we have all the new skins. I'm going to go through them right now. I'm going to put them up on your screen so you guys can see them as well. Just going to go through in order. We have the UMP Metal Flower. We have the USP Blueprint. The Tech 9 Cutout. The P250 Red Rock. The P2000 Woodsman. P90 Death Grip. Mag 7 Hardwater. M4A4 Hellfire. The M4A1 Briefing, the SSG Death's Head, the Galil Sugar Rush, the 5.7 Hyper Beast, the famous Macabre, not sure how to pronounce that one, the dual Berettas Cobra Strike, the Op Onitaiji, I think. Don't yell at me if I didn't pronounce that one wrong, and the AK-47 Orbit. I like the new skins for the most part. Not sure why we're going so hard with the Hyper Beast. I think the Hyper Beast has already at least another two skins on the Op and the M4. I mean, it looks cool, but hey, why not? 5.7's got a new cool skin. Nothing wrong with that. Additionally, what you guys are going to find interesting is the UMP has been nerfed in this operation. As you guys know, the biggest meme lately in Counter-Strike is that the UMP is the $1,200 rifle. You don't have to save, you don't have to do anything. If you don't have enough money for a real rifle, you buy a UMP. Mostly because its stats were so similar to a rifle. It's so accurate while moving that it almost outclassed the rifles in every aspect. The only aspect that the UMP suffered was that at longer ranges, that's when it became back to an SMG and you would lose to a rifle. But Valve has now nerfed it. It's nerfed the distance effectiveness of the UMP, and it has reduced its damage to make it more that of an SMG. I think this nerf is completely fair. The UMP is an SMG. It shouldn't have been as powerful as it was. It was fun to use it, but here's the thing. It's still the best SMG. I tested it out. I hopped in a death match. It doesn't do a one-hit headshot kill anymore, but all you have to do is land 2 headshots or dink them once and hit them in the body, and they're still dead. And as for range, I think it's still fine. You just can't go rushing down A long and expect to win against the rifles that are on A site. You guys are going to have to make yourselves get closer, and effectively you're going to find that it's still the UMP. So you just got to play a little bit smarter with it, and you'll do just fine. All in all, I think this operation was a huge hit. I'm definitely going to try out the new competitive maps. Speaking of which, let me get those new competitive maps out for you guys. So the new operation maps, we have Insertion. I believe this was a map that was originally in a different operation. I'm not 100% certain. It's a hostage rescue map. You have Austria, bomb defusal map. Light. That's another bomb defusal map. All right. Shipped. Another bomb defusal. Thrill, which I think looks like the most interesting one. Looks like the most work has gone into it. That's another bomb defusal one. Agency, you guys have seen this one before. It's been included in past operations. It's a pretty popular map. Black Gold, which I am so excited about. I love Black Gold. I remember playing it when I first started Counter-Strike, and now that I've logged so many hours into Counter-Strike, I'm really curious to see how it's going to play out. And that's it for the new maps. You guys gotta hop into Counter-Strike. You gotta play this new operation. It's a lot of fun, a lot of new stuff involved. You can play with your friends. You can play solo, except for the co-op missions. You do need somebody to play with that. That's it for this video. In the next video, I'm going to make about the UMP changes, how to effectively use the new UMP. But for now, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.